Jai Shri Ram, erudite 3. Even though, let's look at the words, all words are simple. Compromised. Look at the word compromised. Compromise means exposed to danger or damaged to such an extent that it can't function normally. The common meanings of compromise are come to an agreement or surrender. But compromise also means endanger, imperil, jeopardize. Jeopardize. Jeopardize means to expose to danger or risk. So, if you don't have an antivirus, it will compromise the system. That means the system will be exposed to danger. They were caught in a compromising position. That means they were caught doing some hanky panky, some nonsense, and now their reputation will get damaged. So, for example, our security forces are compromised. That means there is a traitor in the security, or some kind of a criminal is there in the somebody has infiltrated the security system. So the security system won't function fully, properly. So that's compromise. It's an important word. So let's say, even though Malcolm X eventually means finally, the opposite of eventually is initially. Even though Malcolm X eventually went on to sever ties, sever ante cut off ties with the members of the Muslim Brotherhood. The Brotherhood believed that far from being a heretic, far from means totally opposite to. Far from white, it is black. Far from good, it is bad. Far from harmless, it's dangerous. So whenever you use this phrase far from, the meaning is complete contrast. Heretic. Heretic means one who is a nonconformist, maverick, iconoclast, one who attacks tradition. Hmm? The opposite of heretic will be orthodox, conformist. So far from being a heretic, he is not a heretic. Malcolm X endorse means support, a view of Islam that was more doctrinally dash than that of the more ostensibly, means visibly, manifestly, patently, perceptibly orthodox sects. So, let us say that's a tough one. ఈవెన్ దో అంటే మాల్కమ్ ఎక్స్ ఉన్నవాడు ఫైనల్గా వీళ్ళతో బంధాలన్నీ తెంపుకున్నాడు, కానీ ఫైనల్గా తెంపుకున్నాడు, కానీ వాళ్ళు ఆ బ్రదర్హుడ్ వాళ్ళు ఏం నమ్మారు, వాడు అస్సలు హెరిటిక్ కాదు, ఫార్ ఫ్రమ్ బీయింగ్ హెరిటిక్. హెరిటిక్ అయితే అస్సలు ఛాన్సే లేదు. అంటే వాడు ఫార్ ఫ్రమ్ హెరిటిక్, ఈజ్ ద మోస్ట్ డివౌట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ద ఫాలోవర్స్. అందరికంటే ఎక్కువ గాఢంగా నమ్మే టైప్. సో మాల్కమ్ ఎక్స్ ఎండార్స్డ్ ఎ వ్యూ which was more doctrinally pure. That is the answer. సో ఫైనల్గా వదిలేశాడు, కానీ ఒకప్పుడు మిగిలిన వాళ్ళంతా మాకంటే వీడు ఎక్కువ పెద్ద ఫాలోవర్ అని అనుకునేవారు. సో ద వర్డ్ షుడ్ బి ప్యూర్. నెక్స్ట్ వన్, మ్యావరిక్. Very independent, does not follow tradition. Colossus means something huge or somebody huge or a huge statue. Opposite of a huge statue, the opposite is figurine. Figurine. Figurine means a very small statue. A colossus. Now our Prime Minister Modi is an international colossus. So colossus means a person with great impact. Tormentor, one who tortures. Panegyrist, one who writes songs of praise, eulogy, paean, anthem, paean, P-A-E-A-N, song of praise. Iconoclast, one who attacks tradition or customs or even religion or breaks idols literally. Iconolatry is the opposite, worshipping idols. In both stature and the manner in which he played piano, Rachmaninoff, I don't know how to pronounce that, was known not as a midget. Midget means small, dwarf. Both stature and manner. రెండు విధాల్లో చిన్న పొట్టివాడేం కాదు, మరుగుజ్జేం కాదు. He was a మరుగుజ్జు కాదు. The answer is obvious. Small colossus. He was a colossus. He would thunder away on the keys before standing up. All 80 inches of him and bowing to the audience. Okay, fine. Next one, let's look at the words below. Plastic means pliable, moldable. Shiftless means lazy, incompetent, good for nothing. A shiftless student means lacking ambition, no purpose, no ambition, lazy fellow. A shiftless student, studying in a shiftless way, no energy, lack of ambition, lacking resourcefulness, incompetent, totally incompetent. Now this lacking resourceful means being able to effectively or imaginatively deal with difficult situations. So resourceful basically means making the best use of existing resources, right? Resourceful people can use whatever is available to the best ability, and they don't want more. They can do with whatever they have very cleverly and solve problems. They are good at finding ways to of solving difficulties. So that is resourceful. So if someone who is not at all resourceful, the word is shiftless, lazy, incompetent, useless fellow. Immutable, unchangeable. So let's say long a cornerstone. Cornerstone means a central principle, or a stone when constructing a building, which is actually kept at the corner, indicating the date and all that. Long a cornerstone of modern neurology, the idea that the adult brain is fixed has not only been challenged both by anecdotal accounts. Anecdotal means personal experience. Anecdote means a story from a person's life. Anecdotal accounts. Anecdotal evidence is not accepted in a court of law, by the way. Has not only been challenged both by anecdotal accounts and functional magnetic resonance imaging. That means not only people have reported it, there's scientific evidence also, but has also been so convincingly disproved, refuted, that to assert that the mature brain is anything but dash is tantamount to scientific heresy. Now we have to understand anything but, not at all, not at all. Anything but means not at all, by no means. Example, I was anything but happy about going. I was anything but happy about going. That means I was not at all happy. So, to say so would be not at all true. And tantamount means equal in amount. Heresy means something that attacks tradition. Mature means anything but dash is an amount to scientific heresy. So, so what will be the best word? So ఇలా అనడము సైన్స్కి ఆపోజిట్గా ఉంటుంది. సో ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఫిక్స్డ్. So it has to be plastic. So to assert that the mature brain is anything but plastic, if you say that it's not at all plastic and that it is fixed, then that will be scientific heresy because science has disproved it. Okay, plastic. Please be careful with this phrase, anything but. Anything but means by no means, not at all. I give you a simple example. I was anything but happy about going there. That means I was not at all happy. So if you say that it is anything but plastic, that means not at all plastic. So that's wrong. It is plastic. It is not fixed. If somebody says it is fixed, not at all plastic, that's wrong. It is plastic. Next one, close-minded, garrulous, talkative, parsimonious, conjuice, miserly, admonitory, caution, warning, typically open-handed, typically with his constituents. Nelson was open-handed. That means very liberal, very generous. Nelson was dash with those he considered friends. So with his constituents he is normally very, very liberal, but with friends he is very, very parsimonious. Yes, conjuice. But with others, with his constituents as a politician, there he is very, very liberal. That's it.